What's up, YouTube? This is your boy, Nightmare Rick. Just leaving Stanley, North Dakota. I actually came down here for an interview, which is awesome. Don't necessarily need another job, but like my old man always used to say, a smart man always keeps his eyes and ears open for every opportunity out there. You can be comfortable where you're at. Doesn't matter how many years you got invested or where you're at. You can be comfortable with your job. They can treat you right. In my case, I wish they treated their employees a little bit better, but I came across an opportunity that I couldn't pass up, and it turned out in my favor. So I'll be making a switch, doing the exact same thing that I'm doing now, just with a better company. That's all. But anyway, back on the road, back to Minot, North Dakota. It's a nice, beautiful day. It's a little windy, not too bad, but regardless, it's nice riding weather, man. It really is. So I do apologize that I haven't had an opportunity to post any videos lately. I do apologize for that. We've been going through a lot of stuff. We actually had my father-in-law come from California, which was awesome. Haven't seen that man in a long time. His health is not doing all that great, but needless to say, we did get to spend some time with him. He did stay at our house, which was awesome. My kids loved having their papa at home. I wish he didn't have to go, but if everything turns out the way we plan and the way we hope, hopefully he'll be coming back. He'll be coming back to be with his family, to be around the people that love him the most, you know, be in the town that he grew up in, man, you know. He's got his sisters, his brothers, his daughters, everybody here. So let's hope and pray that he actually makes it out to come back home, man, hopefully. But anyway, during this time of not being able to post any videos, I did come across some long lost relatives, actually. Just to give you a little backstory, I was adopted. I was given up for adoption at the age of 1.5 years. So I never really knew anything about my biological family, but the family that did raise me, oh my God, talk about a blessing. I will always and forever look at them, my adopted family, as my family. They were the ones that were always there for me through thick and thin. They pretty much made me the man I am today. So that's awesome. Much love, much respect to my family in Texas. But I found out along the way, look at this freaking FedEx driver. Come on, man. I found out along the way that my biological father passed away a couple of months ago. Now, I don't really have much remorse or sympathy because I didn't really know the man. I didn't know much about him. I met him once throughout my whole life. When I was 21, I got the opportunity to meet my biological family. And I must say that, you know, when I found out about his passing, and I was kind of numb, to say the least. I didn't really have much to say or do or react. But down the way, his sisters and family members tried to get a hold of me through Facebook and other means that they were trying to find out, because they knew that he had a son, but they never knew what happened to him, you know. And it's sad to say that I got in contact with them and I was able to communicate and finally connect with them this way due to, you know, the death and all that. But I am blessed. I feel very blessed and very fortunate to actually been given the opportunity to kind of talk to these people, get to know them on a one-on-one basis. I got cousins, I got aunts, I got uncles, I even have a grandmother that I never knew I had. So that's pretty awesome. Now, I do want to go ahead and tell you guys and express that regardless of the fact of how you are with your family or the kind of relationship that you have with them, family is extremely important, guys, extremely, because no matter which way you look at it, I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that will say, oh, I'm alone, I have nobody in this world, you know, my family disowned me, yada yada yada. Needless to say, family's out there, guys. Family is always going to be your family. You might not get along with them all the time, you might not always you know, see eye to eye, but the way I look at it and the way I tell my family, I love you with all my heart, but sometimes I just don't like you. You know, and that's okay. You don't have to like your family. You know, that's what family is for. I mean, family is there to be family, to give you a sense of being, a sense of knowing where you come from, know who you're gonna be, you know, and make changes in life altering decisions in your life that can either make or break you. But needless to say, family will always be your family. I mean, your mother's always going to be your mother, your brother's always going to be your brother, your sister's always going to be your sister. And I know that along the way, you might not get the opportunity to talk to them as much as you would like, or spend as much time with them as much as you would like, but that's what cell phones and you know, Facebook and all this technology that we have nowadays, it's remarkable how much people have converted to go on to, you know, technology and Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram and all that good stuff. There is always a way to get a hold of somebody, always. And if you don't know how to get in contact with that person, find somebody that does. You know, there's always people out there that can lead you in the right direction. And you know, as much as my family in Texas will probably look at me and be like, no, they're not your family. Well, you know what? They're not in the sense, my family, of being there for me all the time and seeing me and being around me growing up, but they are my family. They are. I have an aunt that I've been communicating with, Debbie. Much love to you, Debbie, to what I see and to what I've communicated with you. You're an amazing person. You have a great family. She actually doesn't live very far from us. She lives in Wisconsin, which is, you know, a state away from North Dakota. So one of these days I do look forward and I hope and pray that I get the opportunity to actually meet up with them. And you never know, man. Talking to somebody on the phone and communicating back and forth through email or text, anybody can portray themselves to be anything they want to. And sometimes having the opportunity to actually be in front of that person or be around that person and see their mannerisms, see how they act, see how they react, you know, get to talk to them on a one-on-one basis, it'll pretty much tell you everything you need to know. You know, and like I've told Debbie and I've told many people along the way, that if I get to talk to you and I see that you are not a good influence or a good you know, backing or stone in my life, then I'll drop you like third period French. I mean, straight up. I'm not here to bullshit. Yeah, I've come a long way. We've all had some like horrific and bad times in our lives, and man, all I'm doing is getting older. I'm getting older. I got a beautiful family that I got to look after and take care of, and you know, whether it be friends, family, close ones, you know, people that you just talk to on a regular day-to-day basis. I mean, if you're not good for me or my family, and I see that, you know, being around you or communicating with you or being a part of that situation is going to be detrimental to my family, then I don't need you. So I don't need it. You know, I don't need any of that crap. And I hope and pray that anybody along the way takes those words to stride. You know, if you have a friend or a family member or, you know, an acquaintance that every time you guys get together, all you guys do is just get in trouble, or, you know, something bad happens, or you guys are together and all you guys do is just complain, hey, unless that's your lifestyle, then by all means. But for me, I don't need those types of people. I'm trying to surround myself with positivity, and it's like they say, you surround yourself with the people and the situations that you want your life to be like. I want my life to be positive. I want to continuously be moving forward in life. I don't need anybody to pull me down or hold me back in doing things to better myself or my family, for my family's sake. So in regards to Debbie and my long lost family, I mean, to what I've seen and what I've heard, I appreciate the fact that I've gotten the opportunity to meet them, or at least to communicate with them. But at any given time, if I feel that, you know, my grandmother or my aunt or my uncle is nothing but negative, I will not communicate with them no more. Now, that doesn't mean that they're not my family, and that does not mean that I'm not going to communicate with them and just to see how they're doing, and get in contact with them on a, you know, monthly basis, weekly basis, and just see if they're doing okay. You know, are you still alive? Are you in good health? You know, so on and so forth.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if